Today we are talking to Aaron of Raised by Wolves. First off, how are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Good, good. Can you introduce yourself and your role with Raised by Wolves?
My name's Aaron Guzikowski. I am the creator, showrunner of Raised by Wolves.
Can you explain what Raised by Wolves is?
Raised by Wolves is a story of two androids trying to restart human civilization on a faraway virgin planet. So they brought with them frozen human embryos, which they are to raise. But they have been programmed to raise these children as atheists, because as we come to learn, it was a holy war that actually destroyed life on Earth. And so they're attempting to try and put an end to that cycle by raising these children not to believe in an imagined deity. But what they come to realize is it's almost impossible to tell a human being what to believe in. And therein lies the game.
Now, what inspired you to write this? Because you're kind of mixing sci-fi with religion. It's kind of everywhere in a good way, but
I think, these are all things that, throughout my whole life have just, really interested me. I think sci-fi is a great way to talk about, the world we live in today. It kind of frees you from having to worry about, it gives you a much more objective point of view when you can talk about things in outer space rather than, here on Earth, things that we're living with today. And, so that's what kind of attracts me to it. I think, and beyond that, just the ability to be able to imagine, something other than this, is always great. But I still have a great deal of hope for this planet. Don't get me wrong. I think we're going to figure it out.
Find it easier to write for film or TV?
They're so different, and I think it's really hard to say. I think there's really hard things about film. I think with film, you only have an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you got to get it all into that amount of time. There's only so much you can do in that amount of time. And, and it's a limitation, but it can also be a beautiful thing, because if you can find the perfect amount of things to put into those 2 hours, it can be an incredible experience. It can change people's lives. It's amazing. I think with television, it's more of like this. It's like having a family member, that you're seeing them week after week, and you're changing and they're changing. And it's this much more organic type of storytelling. And it's a very different thing. And it allows you to go a lot deeper with characters and subtler kinds of stories, things you only used to be able to do in novels. But now that you can do on TV, which is huge fun.
For sure. All right, last question. 30-second pitch. Why should people watch Raised by Wolves?
Because it's unlike anything you've seen before. And I'm saying that as a total sci-fi geek who, has seen everything and watched it 100 times. I think we've really taken pains to try and make something that will surprise you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Aaron.